Tom. Welcome to a brand new week. It is, let's see, it's Thursday. It's actually Thursday. I missed Tuesday and Wednesday. I was kind of in a funk for a little bit. I think the biggest thing that was causing that funk as well was the fact that I checked my bills the other day, and I saw that my water bill was 3 times higher than it normally is. I needed to check that out immediately. So called up I texted my landlord about it, and he's like, all right, there's nothing in that, because, we have no idea what it is. Neither Z nor I have found anything that's, leaking for a long time or anything like that. And, but one of the possibilities is that maybe it was a price hike or something like that for the utilities of the water. Now, I checked our water usage, on the bills, or the City of Austin's website there, and it said that we had been using 4 times as much water as we would normally be using. That's not right. That's not how much water we've been using, and it's kind of been on and off like that for a couple months now. Not nearly this high. Kind of reached that threshold where I was like, all right, something's wrong here. So at some point, somebody from the City of Austin is going to be coming down here, checking the water, or not checking the water, checking the meter for our water, and making sure that everything is flowing, or that it's something on their end. If it is, to be great, and hopefully they can trace it back to the past couple of months, so we can get a little bit of a rebate for water that we didn't actually use. That'd be really nice. I don't know how well that's gonna go. It might go well, it might not. I'm sitting just in the right way where a little dot of sunlight's coming through and it's blinding me. So I'll sit back again. But yeah. What was the other thing I wanted to talk about? There was something else. So yeah, managed to get that out and settled with. I've kind of noticed recently as well, changing the subject here, that I've just how out of shape I've fallen. Not I might be getting overweight, but my arms seem skinnier. My chest has dropped a few sizes. I think I'm an A cup now. But yeah, I got to get back to the gym at some point. I tried going running a little while ago, and just one, with the summer heat bogging down on you like that, and 2, with the trying to start running when you kind of falling out of shape there a little bit. It's tough. I usually do two big laps around the neighborhood. I'm only able to get about 1 done. And so I'm thinking if I build up a little bit of strength again, so a little bit of lower body, just strength training all around, lower body, abs, upper body, all that jazz back. I'll be back in a good place to be able to run. Because I wouldn't say that I like running, but it's easier to do when I have a goal in mind. And with Pokemon Go, I do kind of have a goal in mind. It's been I can't think of a time that hasn't been when I run on a, aside from running on a treadmill, where I ran where I didn't have Pokemon Go open. In fact, Pokemon Go is kind of what got me into running in the first place. When the game came out, I sort of lived in the middle of nowhere, and the only thing I could do for the longest time was go to my nearest Pokestop, which was a town over. Not really a town over, but it was pretty far over. Get an egg from that, put it in the incubator, and then run in the roads just around the heavily wooded areas there until they hatched. And so that's kind of what got me into fitness in the first place. I was still living back in Connecticut then, so all of it was just there was nothing there. Pokemon would spawn, but not nearly to the degree that they do here in Austin. I'll go somewhere and I'll see 8 or 9 Pokemon spawn up in a bunch around the area, but when I was playing in Connecticut, it would be oh, here's 1 Pokemon, and then half a mile later, here's another Pokemon, and then half a mile later, here's 2 Pokemon, and then a mile later, here's a Pokemon. It's it wasn't that great for playing Pokemon Go, but I kind of made it work in my own way with hatching the eggs and whatnot. And also, Connecticut's where I found my first Dragonite, so. That thing holds a special place in my heart. I remember that I made a Facebook post when I was still using Facebook about it, where it was like, I log on to here and I see like all my friends like accomplishing their goals and getting married. How many of them can say they have a Dragonite in Pokemon Go? So I did that. Anywho, today I'm finally getting around to editing more vlogs. I just finished with May and I got a couple weeks into June. So you got like those right there. And yeah, it's gonna be an uphill battle because the longer I progress with it, the more the more like in depth I got with vlogging. Because like one thing I kind of like fell into a slump for a little bit, and then I just started like binging Steven George's vlogs, and it just my motivation for that just ramped back up. So like I started just like vlogging a lot more. I think I did. At least like for big events I did, because I thought like some of these are probably gonna be up to, if not a half hour long, I'm thinking. So yeah. But anywho, I'm gonna probably order some food at some point. I went to lunch today with Chilled, Galm, Z, and Aphex at Torchy's. That was a lot of fun. We just sat around in the plaza where the Torchy's was, because there was like a seating area near there, and just sort of like just chatted for like an hour or so about like. I think we mostly chatted about World of Warcraft, because when World of Warcraft Classic comes out, I think myself, Chilled, Golem, and Aphex are going to do something with it. I don't know if Z is, but well, he might. I could probably ask him right now if I wanted to. I'm not going to. I don't want to bug him. That's one thing. I don't want to be like, oh, here's the camera. Oh, hey, that's super rude. It's just super rude. It is Monday, and I am very, very tired. Aside from streaming, I didn't really do much over the weekend. I did, however, I was approached by somebody who's doing PR for the people who sell PAX Badges, and they wanted me to give away some to my community. So I did. I did a few streams where I gave away 5 PAX Badges total to people who were watching the stream, and I, was able to... They had, it was a little bit of a bumpy road because, like, people entered who couldn't go. So I had to constantly... the reason I had to do, like, multiple streams of it is because I had to be like, okay, 3 people said they couldn't go, and then I got another person for that particular one. But then I was like, I should do another stream so that way the winner's actually announced on the stream. So I was like, I got 2 winners, or 2 passes left, do another stream based on that. Did it. All the badges I was giving away are well, they're not in the hands of the people. It's for roll call, or it's by will call, so they have to actually be at the event in order to receive the badge. But I got back to the PR guy with all the information they needed, and yeah, that was all well and good. Today was such a long day, and not in a bad way. The only reason it was long was just because of how much I did. I woke up early for therapy, and then after that, I went home and showered, because when I have to wake up early for something, I try to sleep as much as possible. I don't really give myself much time to prepare, so went back home, showered, all that jazz, and then I met up with Chilled Galm. Yeah, there you go. There's your new ship name for Chilled and Galm. Chilm. I met up with Chilled, Galm, and Aphex at a Chick-fil-A, and we had lunch, talked for a little bit, and then we went back to Chilled's place to record some videos. And actually, I don't know when he's uploading them, but he sent some of the footage from those videos we recorded. It was I'm so behind on vlogs; they'll probably all be out by the time this goes up. It was Heave Ho, Spelunky, and Death Road to Canada, and. Honestly, with the Death Road video, I wasn't expecting us to get as far as we got. We beat the game. Like, we did it. I made it was on Chilled's profile, so I didn't have my save. So I made everybody. I made myself, Chilled, Galm, and Aphex. Just everybody who was there. We did Familiar Faces mode, so we encountered ourselves first. And we won. And we won the game. There was a lot to be said along the way. And Galm, Aphex, and I had played Death Road before. So chilled playing it is going to be is a very interesting experience to watch. So if nothing else, any time like I had a chance to be brought back, I usually try to give control to chilled, just because for a more exciting video I thought that'd be better because he didn't really know what he was doing. So he did that, and I think like we recorded. Let's see. So the timeline kind of goes at like around 11 a.m. Went down to meet them at Chick-fil-A. We ate lunch. We were there for like a couple hours, and we went back to Chilled's place, talked for a bit, and then we started recording at around like 1:30. We didn't stop recording until around 7. That's how long Death Road was. Death Road was like a really long time. I was expecting us to die a lot sooner. And then after that, there was one last thing I had to do for that, and the downside was, it was another really long thing I had to do because of the way I'm recording the Fire Emblem episodes. I'm doing Fire Emblem Three Houses Let's Play at this point in the vlog, for those who don't know. I have to do... my plan was every Monday I'd record 3 episodes. That way, the first episode of that recording session comes at the following week, and then I could record more. So that way I'm always at least a week ahead. And it took 3.5 hours to get through all that. So by the time I got home and got situated and everything like that, by the time I finished recording, with all the problems I was having with my capture card and everything like that, it was 2 in the morning. It's 2 in the morning now. And I'm so tired. So I just wanted to get this vlog out before I went to bed. Because it's just like, well, I didn't get a chance to do it all day. I didn't bring my camera to Chilled's house, but I had the footage on my phone from like when we started recording, so at least I've got something to go on there. But I'm just so tired. So I'm gonna go to bed, wake up tomorrow. I have no idea. I bought a new monitor as well for my computer, and it arrived today, but I've had no time, absolutely no time to set it up. So I just kind of went about doing that. Or I just kind of like went about my business, finished up everything, and then now I'm going to bed. Next week is going to be pretty interesting because setting up the monitor, I'm planning on doing some cleaning at some point as well. And I still have to call back the water company about the issue with all of the water that we're apparently wasting. So yeah, there's that as well. But next week's gonna be interesting because on Friday, Chilled, Z, Galm, and I are headed down to Rooster Teeth to participate in their launch event for their in-house developed game, Vicious Circle. It's called Vicious Circle, and it's a really interesting game from what I've seen of it so far. It's sort of like it's like an isometric multiplayer game, or not isometric. I can't remember what the term for it was, but it's basically like kind of like Evolve, where it's like 1 versus 4, and the 1 has to try and kill everybody. The 4 have to try to get materials, and when someone reaches the maximum amount of materials, then all of them can try to escape. But only one of them can escape. So in the end, there can really only be one winner, even though there's kind of a team that's going after the one giant creature. So it's a really interesting dynamic. And even if you're killed, you're not actually out. It's a really interesting game, and I really want to see like how that goes and like to actually play it at some point, maybe on stream. Maybe I can get like some codes or something of the game. And give them away and like play with viewers or some friends or something like that. But I'll have to see how that goes. Anyway, 2 in the morning. I can feel my voice going. But while I was recording, I was also drinking a ton of tea and water, and I gargled salt water because apparently that helps like a sore throat and your voice and everything like that. But I am going to bed right now. See you all next week. Later.